Hey everyone, and welcome back to Haste Kitchen. Up this week, I love this dish. This is my super quick and healthy chicken ramen. So this recipe is one of those ones which I get a little bit nervous about putting up. Reason being is a ramen takes a long time to make. If you're going to do a proper one, it will take you about 12 hours to 24 hours to actually render down to make that perfect little broth. That would be using pig's trotters and that'd be using chicken carcasses. I'm not going to be doing that today, which so hopefully I'm not going to get shot down. I want to make this realistic with most of these ingredients that you can get from your local shop or a few bits and pieces online. First steps, you're going to get your chicken breast into your vac pack machine and put that into your sous vide for around 40 minutes at 65 Celsius. Going to grab yourself a decent sized pan. I'm going to use our zip tap. We're going to add some boiling water. Okay, so the amount of flavour you get into your broth is the most crucial thing you can do. Now there's plenty of ways you can do this. You can use carrots, celery and onion, sweat that down over a longer period of time and you get yourself something called a mille poire. Now a mille poire is just basically an intense flavour from those vegetables themselves. Got one online. This is a particularly great one. It's nice and strong and packed full of flavour, and exactly as the true recipe would be, vegetable stock made out of vegetable juices, carrot, leek, celery and onion. That's all you need. So into that hot water, we're going to add 2 large tablespoons. Now, instead of boiling up chicken carcasses and pig's trotters, we've gone for a simpler version. I've got online a chicken glace. Now, this itself is really intense flavour-wise, and it's made up of pretty much exactly the same ingredients that we mentioned earlier. Chicken stock, water, chicken broth, stock, chicken fat, all the things that we need to go into there to punch it full of flavour. I'm going to stir in there another good 2 teaspoons. Over here, we've got some fresh chilli flakes, literally just a pinch. We have got a splash of mirin, and then we've got some tamari or some soy sauce here as well. Now I'm going to go quite heavy with this. I'm going to add about a teaspoon. That's your basis of your simplest form stock. Now I've gone for about an inch long piece of ginger. So I'm going to chop that down. And then over here we've got 2 cloves of garlic. Just squash them open. Whip off the skin, we're just going to roughly chop these up as well. And just going to let that simmer away for another 5 to 10 minutes. We'll grab ourselves some ice cold water, and then with our spring onions, take off the ends. We're just going to cut them into nice long strips. Into your ice cold water and they'll start to curl up. Second pan up to heat. We've got 2 large mushrooms. By all means, these are not your standard mushrooms you use for a ramen, but that's why I'm using them. These are things you can get from your local shop. So roughly chop these up. Sesame oil into a pan. So to try and get extra flavour into those mushrooms, they're quite a meaty mushroom anyway, so we've got a little bit of sesame oil in there. We've got a little bit of our tamari again. Just a splash. I'm just going to let them sweat off. Right, over here, we're going to slice up a carrot. Okay, so yeah, this is cheating a little bit, but this is my new favourite gadget. Just going to mandolin this down into some lovely little carrot strips. So for our toppings, this is where it becomes a little bit more interesting. You can play about with this with so many different flavours, and it is purely down to what you like. So if you like certain things and it's not recommended to put it in there, put it in there. I did this with beef last week and it was amazing. So the chicken's going to go with the mushrooms, which are glazed off in a soy sauce. We've got some shredded carrot, and we're going to finish it off with a little bit of wilted spinach as well. So I've just soft boiled an egg, and we've got a little bit of soy sauce mix in there. I'm just going to leave that in there to soak, just to take in some of those flavours. And that can go straight into the soy sauce mix. Okay, so our stock has been bubbling away. We've got our mushrooms done. We've got our egg, carrots. We're pretty much ready to serve this one up. So let's get our chicken breast out. So I'm going to add that to our pan and just get a little bit of colour through there. I'm just going to add a little dollop of butter just to get some colour through that mince. Now, with the last of the flavours in there, we're just going to wilt off a little bit of spinach. Right. So all our ingredients are prepped up and done. We're going to add our noodles to our dish. And then we're going to very thinly slice our chicken breast. So let's serve this one up. That smells amazing. So I'm pretty happy with this dish. Let's get ourselves a bowl. And into there we're going to start pouring in our noodles and our broth. We've got our chicken breast. Just lay that down on one side. We've got a decent amount of spinach. We've got all those wonderful packed full of flavoured mushrooms. Just going to scatter some of those around the side. We've got some of our gorgeous carrots that's really nicely shredded up. We've got our finished soy egg over to one side. We've got our beautiful shredded spring onions just over the top. Totally optional. I just like a decent amount of coriander just to give it that beautiful sort of freshness to the taste. So plonk that in the middle. I've got these shredded red chilli over the top. And I'm just going to take a thin slice of our red chilli. Just going to lay that on the side as well. Little scattering of our sesame seeds. See, there we go. That is my 40 to 45 minute chicken ramen. Now, I can't really eat this one on camera because historically they're quite a messy thing and I ain't going to be slurping noodles on air. So if you do recreate it, hashtag me as Haste Kitchen as always. Please, if you don't mind, click subscribe and click the notification tab and I'll see you next week. Cheers then, bye bye.